Hey guys, Peyton Snabeck here again for another video for you guys today. This is upcoming movies number 154. A lot of neat stuff here to talk about, really good stuff, but let's get started, shall we? Now the first ones here, we're going to be talking about a couple of overseas Blu-rays that are coming out. But first one that's coming out is The Invisible Man's Revenge, Cinema Cult Blu-ray from Australia. Next one that's coming out is the Scanners Collection, DIGIBOOK Ultimate Edition CD Blu-ray from Germany. Then we got, now this next one here, it's a pretty interesting set that's coming out. It's a 4-pack. It's called Cult Horror. It includes Phantasm, Child's Play, The Hills Have Eyes, the original 1977 film, and Street Trash on Blu-ray from France. It's kind of a neat, interesting set. You know, I don't need the set, because I basically have most of these movies. Well, the only one I have is Child's Play. I do want to get The Hills Have Eyes. I'm not interested in getting Phantasm or Street Trash, though. Alright, the next one that's coming out. Now, this was, I believe, a John Carpenter movie, but this is called Big Trouble in Little China. STEELBOOK Limited Edition Blu-ray from France. As you can see, I just woke up, so alright, the next one, yeah, we got a couple of 88 films coming out. This is the first 88 films. Hackers, I believe that's a familiar one. 88 films on Blu-ray. Sorry, I gotta take a coffee break. Alright, the next one that's coming out is interesting movie here called Wolf Mother, Blu-ray from Germany. This next one here, I believe this was a slasher movie. I am not sure, but this is a movie called TEMPUS Tormentum, Blu-ray from Germany. Next one that's coming out is we got two other 88 films releases coming out. We got, this one is from the Italian collection on Blu-ray, which is 88 films. That is Rat's Night of Terror, the Italian collection on Blu-ray, which I believe we got. I know we got a Blu-ray release of it, but I can't remember if it was. I think it was Blue Underground that released it, along with another movie. I can't remember what I think it was a double pack movie. It came with that, and I can't remember the other movie. I don't have the set, so I can't really tell you guys. But the next one here, that's coming out, this is from the Slasher Classics collection on Blu-ray. This is a movie I saw on demand last year. I actually kind of liked it. It was an earlier, like, horror spoof movie. It was before, you know, Scary Movie and all that stuff came out. This was back in 1982. But that is the movie called Student Bodies on coming out the Blu-ray from Slasher Classics collection. I remember there was two releases of these that came out back on Blu-ray in the U.S. One of them was a double pack. I can't remember what was in the other. What came with Student Bodies, but I believe the second release of this movie, I believe it came out from Olive Films. I believe they released it. But this is a movie, like, spoof movie. I remember it was spoofing Black Christmas, When a Stranger Calls, Carrie, Prom Night. And I remember they did, like, a scene from, they spoofed a scene from Friday the 13th, the 1980 film. Yeah, I remember kind of liking it. It was kind of weird and goofy, like, but I kind of liked it. Alright, now these next ones here, these were like Blu-ray bootlegs from eBay, which, you know, I talk about a lot. And usually they make these bootlegs when there's not really a Blu-ray release of it out yet, or if it's out of print, usually. But, yeah, we got 5 here. The first one here is, I think this is a Stephen King movie, The Stand, Blu-ray bootleg. This one I also believe is also a Stephen King movie. I think all of these are Stephen King. I'm not sure. I know the last two are. I know those are Stephen King. But I can't remember if these first two are, but the Langoliers Blu-ray bootleg. And I don't even remember if this was a Stephen King Blu-ray or what? The Tommy Knockers Blu-ray bootleg. But these last two here, I know that they are. But the next one here is also a Blu-ray bootleg, and this one I really loved. When I watched it back in 2013, early 2013. I remember getting it at Walmart for like $5. It was from Echo Bridge Home Entertainment, and I remember getting it for Children of the Corn 2. Even though there's already a Blu-ray release of that, but that's from Slasher Classics Collection, but that's region B locked, unfortunately. But that is Storm of the Century on Blu-ray bootleg. I always really liked that movie. It was a TV movie, 3-parted movie. My mom has the VHS of it as well, which was a 2 VHS pack. Alright, and the other one that's on Blu-ray bootleg, now this one I have never seen. I have the original, and the original one is a good movie. I have to admit that. It is a pretty good movie. But that is The Shining, 1997 film, Blu-ray bootleg, which is the remake. And I hear a lot of bad reviews about it. I kind of want to see it just to see how it is. But yeah, but that is The Shining remake on Blu-ray bootleg. The next one here we got is True Nightmares, a new season on ID. Alright, now these next three here, these are like, there's a couple editions coming out for Skyscraper, which my cousin saw in the theaters. He said he actually kind of liked it. But we got Skyscraper, Blu-ray 3D, Skyscraper 4K Ultra HD on Blu-ray, and Skyscraper 4K Ultra HD Best Buy exclusive Steelbook on Blu-ray, which you know how Best Buy is with their Steelbooks. Alright, the next one that's coming out is Black Sails, the complete collection, Steelbook on Blu-ray. The next one that's coming out is I think this is a documentary about Mickey Mouse. This is called Celebrating Mickey Mouse on Blu-ray, which I believe that's obviously a Disney movie coming out. Alright, the next one that's coming out is Twilight, 4K Ultra HD on Blu-ray. I always kind of like the Twilight movies, even though they're not the greatest movies ever made, but I kind of like them. I think I like Harry Potter better than, Twilight. I mean, I like the first 3 Harry Potters, but then that was it. I mean, but when it comes to those later Harry Potter movies, I don't know, I just always get bored with those movies. I always get entertained by the first 3, especially the first 2 ones. Alright, the next one that's coming out is The Sound of Music Live, coming out from Shout Factory, which I think that's the same release that came out like back in a couple of years ago. But it was only on DVD, I believe. Alright, the next one here that's coming out. Now this movie, it's kind of surprising that they didn't put this out on a Blu-ray or anything. But that is the Friday the 13th, the 1980 film. And this is a FYE exclusive steel lunchbox on DVD. And like I said, it's surprisingly not on like a Blu-ray or anything. Yeah, but if I didn't have that one Friday the 13th, so I definitely would pick that up for the lunchbox. But because I mean, the lunchbox is the same artwork as what they're selling at Walmart for the slipcover right now. But it's kind of dope right there. Alright, the next one that's coming out is a movie called 14 Days. Then we got Robin Hood, the complete collection, which I believe it was a TV show back in the day. Now this next one, I believe there was a Blu-ray release of this. I'm not sure. I had to re-look that up again. I know there's obviously a DVD release coming out of this, but this looks like a horror comedy movie called Snowflake. This next one that's coming out, I believe this was a slasher movie, I believe, coming out from Vinegar Syndrome, which is, now I'm pretty sure I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but it's called Giallo in Venice. I know I'm pretty sure I said that wrong, but that's coming out the Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome, I believe. The next one that's coming out is What Lies Beneath, all new series on ID. And the rest of these, except for one, is a VHS. VHS is coming out. You know, stuff I looked up on Instagram. But we got Terminator Salvation on VHS, which I didn't really care for that one that much. Yes, I want to get the Blu-ray. Why? Because you just gotta have them, just because you got them all on Blu-ray. Well, I only have the first three. I need to get the newer one on Blu-ray and Salvation. All right, now this is the last one that's like a DVD, and the rest of these are VHSs. This one I saw. Now I don't think this was a bootleg or anything, but I saw this on eBay. It's called Nickelodeon Time to Play, which was something that they were selling for like a cancer sort of thing. It was like a Nick Jr. Favorites, but it came with a Blue's Clues episode. But unfortunately, it was a Blue's Clues episode that was already released on VHS and DVD. But the episode, I wrote it on here, it was called Joe's Surprise Party, which that was the one about Joe having a surprise party. And, you know, all the characters, like the Mr. Salt, Mrs. Pepper, they're trying to figure out what they forgot to do to get ready for Joe's surprise party. Now, the rest of these are VHSs. Some of these, I'm pretty sure I already talked about, but I'm not sure. But I wrote them on here just in case. I know some of these are new, to me, in my opinion. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We got The Conjuring 2 VHS, which I like that one a lot better than how I used to. Now, when I watched it, because I got the Blu-ray of that on Black Friday, I think that one's better than the first one. And that was the one when they were talking about, like, the Amityville house. The next one here, I don't even think this one's out yet, and there's already, like, a VHS copy of it. That is The Nun VHS, and I saw, like, a trailer of that in the theaters when I saw the Unfriended movie. Looks pretty dope. It was another, like, thing that had to do with, like, The Conjuring, shit like that. Alright, next one that's coming out is, we got The Loved Ones VHS. I've heard of that movie, but I've never seen it. Kind of want to, though. We got, alright, here we are. This movie I've never seen before, but from the looks of it, I'm pretty sure it was, like, a movie back in probably, like, 2010 or something. VHS is Hello. Next one we got is a Ouija, Origin of Evil VHS, which is the prequel to the first Ouija, which I've seen the first Ouija. I did kind of like that one. I know there was like mixed reviews for that one, but I remember kind of liking it. I've never seen this one though. I've never seen it. They had it on Black Friday, and the last Black Friday thing, but I didn't get it because I really wanted to get the first movie first on Blu-ray. Even though my mom has it on DVD, really. The next one is Beauty and the Beast VHS, which is obviously the newer one with Emma Watson. And the next one here, I think this was supposed to be like an Amazon thing, for like Amazon Prime or something. But this is the remake of Suspiria on VHS. Now these next three here, it's kind of cool that they did like VHS copies of these, but we got the Purge VHS, the Purge Anarchy VHS, and the Purge Election Year VHS. I'm a big fan of the first one, but not really of the sequels. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the whole franchise though, but why do I have them on Blu-ray? I mean, I don't know, they just look like slashers to me, in my opinion. I guess you can consider those like slashers. I don't know what you consider them, really. I have never seen the new one yet, the first Purge, which is finally the prequel that they've been wanting to make for a while now. Alright, the next one here is The Strangers Pray at Night VHS, which is probably the better one than the first one. I mean, the first Strangers movie is okay, but I mean, it was more like a series. It wasn't really like a slasher movie. It was like more, I don't know what you would call it, really. I don't know what you call it. It's really hard to explain. I have to rewatch it one more time. But this one, I remember liking because it went more extreme. I mean, it went like more crazy. There was like more action to it. I mean, that's pretty much why I like this one. And I liked how Bailey Madison was in it, which she was like a Nickelodeon star back in the day. Alright, the next one is this movie. I think this movie went out of print or something. Because I know there was like a DVD movie about a shark. I think it was called In the Deep. Something, I guess, like something about the director not liking the title for it or something. But I can't remember if this was the one or what. But this is the 47 Meters Down VHS, which they are making a new one, I heard. I think it was called 48 Meters Down. Alright, the next one is As Above, So Below VHS, which is an okay found footage film. Then we got A Nightmare on Elm Street, the 2010 movie VHS. Everyone hates that remake. For some reason, I kind of liked it. I guess you can consider that, for me, in my opinion, a best-worst movie. Then we got The Greatest Showman on VHS, Suicide Squad on VHS, and the last one here is Silent Hill VHS. And that is it for upcoming movies, number 154. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.